and we've made it to the end.
The end of America. Okay, maybe not America, but the end of New York, the very tip of Long Island.
Yep, we made it to Montauk Point. If you look just behind me, you'll see the lighthouse in Montauk Point. You'll see the beautiful Atlantic Ocean going out. And if you're a fan of Stranger Things, you will see some of the abandoned buildings over there that were featured in Stranger Things that we'll take a walk to in a short minute. But this is it. This is the end. This is Montauk Point. There's some boats out in the ocean. And straight ahead here, you can see Block Island. Due to erosion, we have some of the land here caving into the ocean. You can see here, so it is fairly dangerous to come hike around this area. The underground can give way, but it is quite an impressive place to be. It is a wonderful place to be, and this is the end. So to get to the radar tower, you have to take a separate road, not where we were before, over by the lookout, but you have to backtrack a little bit, and you can see that it's actually the Montauk Air Force Station, which has since been decommissioned, and you're not allowed anywhere near the radar tower or whatever else is going on or has gone on behind those gates. It is completely closed off. I know I've seen other YouTube videos where people have snuck in there and taken some video, especially fans of that show Stranger Things. We're not going to try that, but if you're out here, definitely want to find this road that leads to the radar tower. It is a picnic area, so there are picnic benches, and there is a creepy path through the forest that way that takes you to an overlook. Sierra, you want to go check it out?
No.
Okay, we'll go check it out. Stay tuned. So detouring from the overlook, we've ended up at Battery Dun, or Battery 113, which it looks like during World War II, the 1940s, this was actually a military installation. Actually looks like MK2 M1 16-inch guns were mounted on this structure to defend the area in the event of attack. Now it's just abandoned, but very interesting that these things are still here. Show you what it used to look like. Right there. So you can see where the gun was installed, which I'm assuming was probably this section right here that you can see has since had rework done to it. But fascinating that there used to be a gun here, facing out that way. Okay, so we switched things up a little bit, and we've come back to Montauk Point and the Montauk Point State Park. You can see right there over the bushes is the Montauk Point Lighthouse. It's actually one of the most visited lighthouses in all of Long Island, maybe even New York. More than the Fire Island Lighthouse, more than Jones Beach Lighthouse. And surprising because it's so far from everything else. But here we are, Montauk Point State Park. No surfing allowed here, so don't bring your surf gear or your surfboard because you can't really surf here. But this is actually an excellent place to look for whales a certain time of the year. Now the rocks, well, the ground I should say, is very rocky, so you have to be very careful. I wouldn't advise coming here with any type of heels, but be very careful here. Very, very careful. Quite a few people out here on this Saturday evening, afternoon, enjoying the view. It's a nice place to visit on the weekend. And again, if you followed our video, we started from home in the middle of Long Island and we drove east, stopping in West Hampton, Southampton, Sag Harbor, over to Montauk, where we are now. Sierra didn't wear shoes that would allow her to comfortably walk on these rocks, so that's the farthest that she can go. We are here, Montauk Point. A couple interesting things I want to point out on this map that I didn't know before, but there's actually an area here called the Sanctuary, and they say it's for those who seek wilderness. 340 acres of dense jungle-like woods. That's impenetrable. There's thick vegetation and indistinguishable topography that can easily disorient the explorer. They say don't go there without a compass and plenty of daylight. Sounds like a challenge if you ask me, but not a challenge for today. A couple other things, I think hiking up an Indian field looks like it'll be quite an adventure. There's this thing up here called Gozman Point, which is the name of an Indian area, I guess an Indian or area of Indian origin that they say visit in the sunlight of the late afternoon to really enjoy its beauty. That sounds like it's worth checking out. So what we're going to do now is we're actually going to leave Montauk Point. We're going to head back on the highway, head back west for the first time today. And we're probably going to go up to West Lake Drive. And then up here I'll show you what Gozman's Dock looks like. So that's a nice area. Gozman? Okay, Gozman's Dock. Check it out and see what it's like. Then we'll probably come back down, stop in the Main Street area of Montauk to show you what that's like. And that will probably wrap up our adventure out east for today. Anything you want to add to that, Sierra?
I think we wanted to check out Surf's Lodge.
Where's Surf's Lodge? I didn't see that on the map. Surf's Lodge.
They supposedly, summertime, they have free concerts. And today, Hayden Williams, Will Smith's son. No, Hayden Smith. Yes.
Jaden Smith.
Jaden, you're right.
Wow, you're really butchering this video, aren't you?
Oh, yeah. Go ahead and cut
Between
that out.
between me not pronouncing these names, no, we don't edit anything here. Sierra's Travel puts everything up online. Okay, all right. I guess I don't see that on the map, but we'll see. We'll see what we come up with. But you think Will Smith is around?
Maybe.
Well, we know Tiger Woods is in the area today.
Yeah.
Tiger Woods is. We saw his yacht parked in
Sag Harbor?
His yacht called the Privacy. He is competing at the U.S. Open Golf Championship, which is here on Long Island starting on Monday. So Tiger is hanging out in the Hamptons this weekend, hopefully prepping for his big golf tournament on Monday. So this is the closest we can get to the Montauk Lighthouse right now. It's approximately 6:30 in the evening, and I think they stopped doing tours at around 4 in the afternoon. Alright, so that will conclude from Montauk Point. We will move on to our next location.
Alright, so here we are at the plaza on Main Street in Montauk, and this is basically where you'll find restaurants and bars and nightlife and entertainment, really. So another popular area in Montauk is Gozman's Dock. You can come here for great seafood, a great beach area, and great sunsets.
This is Gozman's Restaurant, which we ate at a couple years back. Very popular place. Highly recommended if you're out in Montauk and looking for quality seafood. Check out Gozman's Restaurant. There's outdoor seating right on the water, so you can enjoy your meal looking at this amazing view of Montauk.
Okay, so this is the main area of Gozman's Dock. On the end there, you'll see that there's the restaurant, and then there's ice cream, fast food, and shopping all around. It's kind of like a square plaza area.
Yeah, so basically if you come up to this area of Montauk, once you've had your meal or your dinner at Gozman's Restaurant, you can then take a stroll through this area of the dock, and you can actually do a bit of shopping. There's clothing, merchandise, souvenirs, all available here in this area. There's even a fish market, or I assume it's fresh fish that they've caught off the coast of Long Island. It's a nice area. Take a stroll. It's not huge. You're not going to spend hours here. You're probably going to spend maybe, I don't know, less than an hour, maybe just about an hour. And yeah, there's also cruises. You can also take some cruises out into the water from here. I don't see any more information other than a chalkboard sign that says MTK Cruises, but I'm sure if I explore we'll find out some more information on those cruises and where they go and how much they cost. But you can see the boats over there across the way, some Montauk souvenirs, some Montauk paraphernalia, turkey, some turtles over there. There's some kids over by the gazebo having a good time, enjoying the nice weather. So this is Gozman's Dock. Again, you're out in Montauk, definitely a place you want to check out and visit.
So this concludes our day trip to the Hamptons. We've shown you just a little bit of what can be done, and we hope it sparks an interest for you to visit. But in reality, the Hamptons is really just about the beach parties and house parties. So make some rich friends and just have a ball.